Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. In this video we are doing a sewing tutorial and we are looking at how to make a single pinch pleat curtain panel, right? And I will be doing two parts. In part one, I will show you how to figure out how much fabric you need or how wide you need your fabric to be to make your panel and make sure that it fits when you are done. And then in part two, we will take this whatever we do here and do a practical by making a curtain panel, right? So when we're making pinch pleat, we need extra fabric. So how do we figure out how much fabric we need to add to our panel so that when we're done, our panel fits? This is how. Now let's make do. We have a window area to cover that is 68 inches. Now the first thing we do is divide that 68 inches into two because we will need two panels. And so when we divide 68 by 2, we get 34 inches. So each side is 34 inches. Now we are going to start our panel as if it is 34 inches. So let's just 34 inches. When you're making your pleats, you want to start away from the edge. I started 2 inches. You can go up to 3 or 3.5 inches. It's a personal choice, right? The first thing I'll do is subtract this 2 inches from the 34 inches. So that's 34 minus 2 equals 32 inches. And as I said before, that is because we are starting our pleat 2 inches away from the edge of the panel. Between each pleat is a space. We need to establish how wide we want the space to be. Now on this panel, I have the spaces at 3 inches. What you should be aware of is the wider you make the space is the less pleats you will have, the more spread out the pleats will be, and the flatter your drapery, your curtain panel will appear. So if you go more than 3 inches, then this pleat here would be an inch over here. You see what I mean? And so it doesn't give that fullness when you look at your panel. So I'm suggesting go 3 inches or even less. You could even go less than 3 inches. But here I'm going 3 inches. So what I will then do is to find out how many spaces I will have between these pleats. I will go ahead and I will divide this 32 by 3, and that is because I am making my spaces 3 inches wide. So that's going to be 10, and you're going to have 2 inches left over, right? So let's draw a diagram. And so we have a piece of fabric here. We started 2 inches in, so we have this 2-inch space on the leading edge, and then now we are going to have 10 more spaces. Let's see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 spaces. Usually you have one more pleat than spaces that you have. So if we have 10 spaces here, it follows that we should have 11 pleats. I guess I need a new one. Anyways, I don't have any more right here. So let's continue. Okay, so let's see how many pleats we have. The lines are the pleats. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 pleats. Right? Now, and then let's just deal with this now. We have 2 inches left over here, and that is going to be for your return edge. So your leading edge is on the inside of the panel where the 2 panels meet, and the other end is referred to as your return edge. So this is your leading edge, that's your return edge, right? So what we will do next is figure out how deep we want our pleats to be. Now, I don't use less than 1 inch deep pleat. The reason is when your pleats are less than an inch deep, then your pleats start appearing flat and your curtain panel will appear flat, just as though it will appear more flat when you make these spaces bigger. And so I would suggest that you use a 1 inch deep pleat like I did here. And so if your pleat is 1 inch deep, what will happen is you'll have to multiply that by 2 because your pleat has 2 sides, right? 1 inch, 1 inch. So you need a total of 2 inches for each pleat. So we need 2 inches per pleat. How many pleats do we have? We have 11 pleats. Therefore, we will take the 11 and multiply by 2 inches. So that's 11 times 2. That's 22 inches. Now, our fabric here was 34 inches. So we will take the 34 inches and we will add the 22 inches. That's 56 inches. However, to finish off the width of the fabric, what we need to do is add the side hems. Now, generally, I will say do a 2-inch double hem. And if you do a 2-inch double hem on your side, well, this one has a 1-inch double hem. But generally, if you want your curtain to look more custom, then go with that 2-inch double hem, unless of course you're short on fabric. It's not a must do, it's just a suggestion. So let's use a 2-inch double hem. It means that we're going to have plus 4 inches on the one side here and plus 4 inches on the next side. So we'll have to add 8 inches to the 56 inches. And we get 64 inches. So that is how wide you would have to cut your panel in order to get all your pleats and end up with your curtain panel being 34 inches. And then you do it all over again. You have 2 curtain panels to cover your window. Now, I hope this was helpful. I hope you understood what I just did. Just drop your questions or your comments below if there are any questions, and hopefully it will become even plainer when we do part 2, the practical. Thank you so much again for being here. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll give you a moment to do that. Hit that subscription button and remember to hit the bell notification icon so you can be notified of new video lessons. Thank you so much for subscribing. I will see you all in the next one. Cheers.